Hey, welcome back. This is Raul Avila, the salsa expert, and this is segment 2 on the history of On2 dancing. Many dancers come up to me and they say, well, how is it that the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 basic step became more popular? To answer this, we need to go to Eddie Torres. Now, many of you may have heard of Eddie Torres, many of you may have taken classes with him, but the most important thing to understand about the history is that back in the 1980s, when there was very little interest in salsa dancing, Eddie Torres was teaching, and the basic step that he was teaching was the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 basic step on the 2. So this is what happened. Over time, for whatever reason, people started getting back into dancing salsa, wanted to get back into partner dancing. And what happened was, there was Eddie Torres. He was poised and ready for that new wave of people that were interested. And of course, he had cool moves and cool shines, and that excited people. They wanted to dance like that. They wanted to go out in the clubs and do all those cool moves and shines and steps. So what happened was, Eddie Torres' classes were packed, right? And over time, many of his more advanced students decided to go out on their own. And they started teaching. Now, keep in mind, we're talking here about New York City. And then, of course, those students, right, that were teaching, that became teachers, they got students that became advanced, and they started teaching out on their own. So you can see that there was this whole propagation of this basic step all throughout New York City, and of course this spread through other cities and ultimately to other countries. And then when the 90s came, it was just an explosion, and that this is when this basic step really took off. The other thing to keep in mind is that all these instructors were also creative and innovative in their own right, and they came up with cool moves and cool shines, and they helped to evolve the dance to where it is today, where new moves are always constantly coming out, new shines, making the dance more exciting, making it fresh. But the important thing to realize is that all the best dancers in New York City were dancing this style, and that's what excited all other dancers, and they wanted to learn. That's why it became more popular. Meantime, this is Raul Avila, the salsa expert. Keep dancing.